My next guest is going to be taking on another legend, this time Jim Miller, UFC 314, April 15th. It's Chase Hooper, live on dad duty right now. Chase, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good. As you can see, we're live from the nursery here. Got a special guest.
There we go. There's the little one.
Baby Ellie.
How's fatherhood these days? We'll start there first, man.
Good. Yeah, she's pretty happy today, so trying to keep it that way. And yeah, it's fun juggling this and fight camp at the same time.
Yeah,
but not too bad.
Can't have any like time in between. It's like fatherhood training. There can't be anything in between, right? So.
Pretty much. The wife had an appointment, so I got done with my morning training, showered, and it's like, back to dad duty, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, no, it's good. Keeps you even keel. Before we talk about this fight, I know you were at UFC Seattle because I was at that card. We were told that you guys are going to maybe come back and do a guest appearance. I know we didn't end up seeing you, but how was the card getting to go as a spectator? Because I know when we talked, you felt like it was a little bit too close to the last fight, you fighting on that card.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome though, as a spectator, again, like you're saying, to see. I think it was the biggest gate and like the most amount of people. Yeah, biggest attendance in fight night history. So it's cool to be able to see that, and then hopefully it bodes well for them coming back to Seattle here pretty quick. And yeah, I mean, if there's another card next year in Seattle, I definitely wouldn't mind hopping on. But yeah, I mean, the timing just didn't work out for this one, and that's okay. Like I was happy to be able to watch it as a fan, and great night of fights. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, and loud arena too. It was really cool. What did you? Was that your first time at Climate Pledge? Had you ever been there before?
Yeah, no, I'd never been there before. So yeah, it was cool to see the venue, and it's always fun getting to do this stuff like in the back a little bit, seeing the belly of the beast, as they say.
Yeah,
on the arena side of things.
It's pretty high tech, the arena, and like even downstairs, I don't know if you got to go there. There's like a couple rooms that look like it's almost like you're going into a spaceship or something. They got all these cool lights and all that stuff. So it was pretty state of the art. So yeah, maybe next time. But yeah, you must have been excited to get another legend here fighting Jim Miller. It was Clay Guida last time. This time it's Jim Miller. Were you happy to get this opponent, or were you hoping for maybe someone a bit younger?
I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, age is just a number. That's kind of where I was at. On the opposite end, I felt like a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're the young guy, whatever." But yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at Jim in this fight for his age. Like, I think it's honestly, and I was saying this the other day, I think it's the toughest fight that I've had so far at lightweight, and definitely, like, I want to say the most well-rounded guy I've ever fought, as far as like he's able to grapple, he's able to strike, wrestle, all of that. So I think there's a lot of problems that he still poses, even at his, not that he's super old or anything, but I mean, he's getting near the retirement age for MMA. He's getting close to 65 in MMA years, but he's still got plenty left in the tank, and he's showing it. And yeah, I mean, the guys that have finished him recently are Charles Oliveira and Michael Chiesa. I think those are the last two guys to finish him. Other than that, he makes you work for it. So it just shows the caliber of guys that it takes to beat someone like that. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good showcase of my skill, hopefully. And hey, we'll find out.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. As far as camp, did you do everything at home? I know in the past you've sometimes gone out and trained with Wonder Boy. I'm assuming just with the dad duties that didn't happen. Is it everything been a home base for this camp?
Yeah, it's a little harder to get out of town when you're when you got the baby. It's either do I bring everybody with, do I just go by myself and not help out for a week? But no, for this camp, it's been at home. Getting some of the cross training up in Seattle a little bit with Ivan's guys.
Oh, nice. Salivary, by the way, who's a legend. Nobody talks about him in the UFC. He was, I know he didn't have like an amazing record in the UFC, but just, I hear just, the amount of guys he's had to fight and everything. I'm sure just a wealth of knowledge getting to work with him.
Definitely. And it's going up there more to spar those guys. And, cause I feel like they have a really good edge on the striking side of things. And I feel like we're more grappling based where I'm at. So it's a good, hopefully, mix. Everybody's getting something out of it. And yeah, I mean, it's a fun time. I like sparring guys I'm not as used to sparring. And honestly, it's just been it's been trying to get a lot of left-handed guys for this camp. And yeah, I think we've been doing a pretty good job of that. I think that's really the one major switch up is Jim being left-handed, little taller than Clay. Definitely better in the jiu-jitsu. I'm expecting at least. better offense, on the grappling, better defense on the grappling as far as submissions go. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a tough fight all around, but I feel like we were able to accomplish what I wanted to with camp, just staying local.
Yeah, well, that's good. And then what about bodies in the gym? Who have you mainly had a chance to work with?
Still my same guys. My guy Lando, he's he's gonna be probably 5-1 here.
Okay.
Coming Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
My heavyweight teammate, he's 5-1 as well. We got some amateur guys, and it's been a great camp. We got a really good group of guys, and yeah, I'm trying to keep it that way.
It's good. I know you used to fight at 45, but I know when you become a parent, it's sometimes tougher to eat healthy just because, with everything going on. How is the weight cut going ahead of this? I mean, we've got lots of time, but just how have you sort of navigated through that now that you have this extra layer of being a father?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. We have chickens, which is nice right now specifically.
Oh, cool. Okay. I mean, I think you might have mentioned that the last interview. That's such a big. So you get eggs and everything, or?
Oh yeah, and then so every morning I'll eat 2 to 3 eggs and some toast, and then now in the morning she's starting to steal some food from me too, so she's helping me eat a little bit less. But yeah, eggs in the morning, and then like the icon meals from UFC.
Oh right, nice.
That's been a big help. It's just food's already there. You already know what the calories are, how much protein's in it. It makes it really easy to cater your meals to your training sessions. So on the harder sparring days, I'll eat a little more. On the lighter days, eat a little less. I mean, they just make it super easy. And other than that, it's just, I guess, up in the cardio, not going as hard in the weight room, like switching it to more endurance-based stuff. And it's been pretty good.
How's this fight playing out on April 15th? You've been the submission guy, especially these last couple fights. Is that what we're going to see on April 15th?
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't know. I guess, yeah, grappling's my strong suit for sure. But I think I'll still have the height advantage and the reach advantage. So we're going to try and, maybe mix it up on the feet a little bit. But a guy like Jim, he's seen everything. So it's going to be hard to surprise him, I would say. So I'm not really trying to come in and do anything special. I'm just trying to think about the stuff that's worked well against him in the past, which is, again, it's nice because there's so much footage out there. And then, I mean, if it goes to the ground, again, I feel like some of the stuff that has worked against Jim is stuff that I'm already trending towards anyways. Just bringing up the wrestling pedigree, making sure I'm not getting caught in any guillotines. Cardio has been a huge focus, as it always is. Like, I'm ready to go 15 hard minutes, and just try to hopefully put on a pace and just keep it if we have to. If we can get out of there early with a sub or something, that's great too. But I'm expecting another tough night.
There's 2 big fights on your card. We'll start with the one that's in your division. Michael Chandler, Paddy Pimblett. Who do you think wins that? That's a really interesting fight. Sort of a veteran, kind of like your fight, veteran versus sort of up and comer. Yeah,
honestly, I'm kind of torn between that one. I think Chandler should be able to win on the feet, but how little grappling he was doing against Oliveira, I feel like it really showed how little he'd been focusing on it. Where, again, Paddy's an excellent grappler. I just think the fight IQ is not there sometimes for Chandler. Like, he fights more for the crowd than he does for the, winning the fight, which is why they like keeping him around. But I guess I'll give the edge to Paddy, just like overall well-roundedness. I don't think Paddy's going to beat him on the feet, but I think he can definitely out-grapple him. And Chandler's so short, he has to really work in there. So, I'll take Paddy on that one.
Alex Volkanovski, Diego Lopes, who's winning the vacant title in your old division?
That's another hard one, too. It's like we don't know what Volk's chin's looking like after, the Islam knockout and the Topuria knockout. But it seems like he's doing the right thing, taking some time off. Lopes is just such an unknown, and I want to see Lopes get the win, but I think it's going to be hard against Volk. I think Volk's going to do it.
Get this win here potentially. It's got to be a ranked opponent next. I would think. Like, I don't know what more you can do as far as who you keep defeating and how you've been winning, especially getting all these finishes. Is that kind of your expectation that after this one you're going to get that ranked opponent, or what's sort of your thoughts on a win here?
I wouldn't mind one more outside of the rankings just to kind of finalize it. I mean, the pay doesn't change based on whether you're ranked or not. I mean,
That's a good
it's
point.
just
Yeah.
building the resume right now. And again, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So it's taking as much time as we can and just building up the skill set, building up the experience and all that, just so that I'm sure that I'm going to be ready when we do get to the rankings and start trying to work our way up from there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind one more, like, and then if I win that one, then let's go for the number for sure.
Yeah. No rush. Someone who is move in your weight class now, Ilia Topuria has decided to move up. How do you think he'll do in your weight class? Obviously, he's got a really, some tremendous knockout power. His ground game is very good too. He actually has more submission wins. But how do you see Ilia doing in your weight class?
Yeah, I mean, I always thought of Ilia as a jiu-jitsu guy, like especially after the Ryan Hall fight, like that was a huge, feather in his cap, especially to out grapple or at least counter grapple a guy like that. But yeah, I think he'll do well with pretty much everybody but Islam. Like I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to beat Islam here. I hope so. I want to see some new blood at the top, and I wouldn't mind it being Topuria. But yeah, I think he does pretty well, especially since all the top ranked guys are on the older end of things. Like 30s and up. So yeah, I think he still has plenty of time to work his way through the division, and it sounds like he's pretty big too. So yeah.
Do you think Topuria can beat Islam? Because it does pose an interesting question with that knockout power that maybe he could catch him. If they were to fight right now, who would you pick?
Honestly, I was really impressed. Islam's last time out, I felt like his striking was really improving. So I think that's like, especially when you look back at like Khabib's fights, like he's much more of a pure grappler. And then you see Islam and you see Umar and these newer generation Dagestani guys. I think they're a lot more well-rounded, which sucks for everybody else in the division. But I don't know. I think Islam still takes it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who should fight Islam? Who should Islam fight next? Now, keep in mind, Dana's already said it's not going to be Arman Tsarukyan because of the whole back issue, weight cut, whatever people want to call it, of him having to pull out of that fight. So it's really, I think, Oliveira or Gaethje. But then I know Gaethje, I think, hurt his hand in that last fight, so I don't know when he's going to come back. But what do you think should be next? Or should Ilia have one fight first and then get to fight Islam? What's sort of your take on that?
Yeah, it's the weird thing of like it's kind of stagnated at the top of the division, and it's Islam's starting to kind of run through some of these guys again. It's like, does it make sense for him to fight Oliveira again? Like, it's hard because the old guard guys are just, keeping all the younger guys out. Like Saint Denis in the Poirier fight. Like these old guys are just, keeping a hold of that number and they're staying right at the top of the division. But I don't know. Do we start running back some of these fights? I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, especially with how handedly Islam was beating everybody. But I would like to see maybe one fight for Topuria at 55 instead of just challenging right for the belt. But I mean, who knows? What's a better resume than finishing both Volkanovski and Max Holloway? Like that's, makes him probably one of the best featherweights of all time just with those two wins. Right. And he's beating these guys still at their peak. So it's hard to deny him that shot, I guess. I wouldn't mind watching that fight, I guess. Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah, because I was going to say, or maybe you do like an Arman, Ilia, and then the winner of that fights Islam. Islam fights Oliveira again, maybe. Because the only thing with Oliveira is that he was the former champion. So, there's always that thought that, hey, maybe he should get another crack at it because I think he's won a couple since then. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Chase, I got to give you full marks, man. I don't know how you just did this interview with your daughter. It's incredible. You must be a good parent, kind of multitasking everywhere. So thank you for that. Anything you want to mention before we get out of here? Sponsor, social media, you name it. I'll give you the last word.
No, nothing too crazy. Thanks for having me. And yeah, see you guys in Miami.